Welcome back to ESO Thoughts. Here we're gonna continue on my ramblings about everything, I guess. There are dark anchors in Cyrodiil, and just like everything else in Cyrodiil, it is huge. Look at that long name. So, every single monster in Cyrodiil, level 50. Even your characters have temporary stat boosts to level 50, basically. So, everyone has a fair chance in Cyrodiil. That said, you still do not want to fight a Dark Anchor with only 2 people. Because these monsters will kill you, even if you were a legit level 50. Everything is big in Cyrodiil. There are dark anchors, there are resources to take. There are just so many things. Like, even these skeletal archers. They seem easy, but again, they're level 50. These skeletons are probably going to be some of your first run-intos, like they were ours. Basically, but you think they're gonna be easy, just everything else is gonna be easy because these skeletons were easy? No. Really, no. You're not gonna have an easy time with anything in Cyrodiil just because of these skeletons making you think that you're gonna be okay fighting them. To answer some questions about Cyrodiil and PvP stuff, yes, the answer is yes. You can level up through Cyrodiil fighting. As I just did here, clearly. Pretty impressive, right? There's not much to say on it besides this, but seriously, PvP. You get to level up through it. It's a big way to continue grinding. Yeah, if you run into, well, see? Even the clouds are big. But seriously, ESO gives you plenty of ways to continue to level up and expand your skill set. You can level up through Cyrodiil. You can't... But even still, there are some funny little limitations. Like, well, just watch. I had to take 2 tries to get... We had to do this twice before I got close enough to get out of the shore before I got eaten alive again. Because these slaughterfish are extremely, well... Swim at your own risk. Whether or not you want to risk swimming in Cyrodiil is really up to you, because sometimes you're gonna be okay, sometimes you're not. Look at these trolls. These are special trolls. These are trolls with special HP bars. And these trolls, by the way, they can climb the rock face. Where did that guy go? He just jumped up above us. Somehow, to fight us. Trolls, big giant things at level 50, special bosses, and guess what? These 2 level 50 trolls that we're fighting, these 2 level 50 trolls are gatekeepers. The dungeon gate that they are guarding, which is another torch dungeon in Cyrodiil, I might add. Oh god, that was close. But seriously. Seriously, Cyrodiil is just... These 2 trolls are gatekeepers. The dungeon they hold is full of these guys. You seriously do not want to mess with these guys at in the 10 and 20 levels. Not unless you have a whole group with you, because they are just gonna skin you alive. Because they're trolls, and they do that. But seriously, everything in PvP is big and giant and heavily over-leveled, because you seriously need to have a lot of skill in PvP, because you're going to be fighting a lot of high-level opponents who are most likely going to be a lot more skilled than you are. There's always a bigger fish when it comes to PvP. Just because you think you're hot stuff with something like by slaying a couple of trolls? No. There's always going to be someone better than you. Died! Yeah, you're also going to do that in PvP a lot, but don't worry. Unlike outside of in the rest of the game, PvP apparently has the hit points for degrading lowered. So, like, even if you die, like, 3 billion times in a row, your armor won't degrade that much. Because you're gonna end up running into other people who are doing the same things you are.
Go make yourself useful for a change.
See you later.
But then there are the dialogue
Good
quests.
to see Dominion troops in Cropsford.
Just the dialogue
I feel
alone.
safer with armed Ultima around. Why does everyone ask me that? I'm Prefect Antaeus's eyes and ears out here, since she seldom stirs from her house. I keep everyone's spirits up, make sure they're all happy and productive, and so on. A lot safer than my last job. Treasure hunter. I used to comb the ruins of Kulat, an alien ruin west of here, for artifacts to sell. But that place has gotten a lot more dangerous lately. I almost died last time I went in there. Unbeknownst to me, hordes of undead decided to suddenly haunt the ruins. I went trotting in, soiled my trousers when I saw what was there, and just barely escaped with my life. I'm never leaving this village again.
The work around here never ends. I'm just resting for a bit. Anything Antaeus thinks is beneath her. I get to do her laundry, clean her house, run her errands, and take her cat for walks. Any task that might sully our precious prefect's image, I have to do. Why? You here to steal my job?
Well-
You can't have it. I get a few coins a month, plus all the leftovers I can eat. And I get to sleep on a mat on the floor, with the cat on my face. At least I'm not moping around town like Ilwyn, the loser.
Yeah. And there are quests that basically are just very interesting things.
So far, Cropsford hasn't been ravaged by this war. Some say we've been lucky. I say we've been blessed by Zenithar. Well, the flame at Crown Point has gone out again. We need someone to relight it. Someone who can survive the trip there. Would you do it? You can pick up wood at Bosikas's house along the way. For morale, mostly. The tower was lit when the war started. The townsfolk think our good luck is tied to the sooner you can relight that
But
tower,
yeah,
the better.
PvP
The
and
god
Cyrodiil,
Zenithar has blessed
everything
Cropsford
is
and
gonna
watches over us,
have
keeping us
you
from harm
be
and
doing
ensuring that we
big
prosper.
things.
Everything we have,
Even if
we
it's a
owe to
little
him.
tiny thing like going to
Zenithar
light
is
a
the patron
lighthouse.
god of hard work. The people of Cropsford personify everything Zenithar holds dear. We work long and hard in our fields, waste nothing, and help our neighbors. All this is glorious in Zenithar's eyes. Your mockery deserves no response. I merely sense Zenithar's approval of our work in Cropsford.
Who is mocking?
We have
How
much
is it
still to
mocking?
do. Goblins, undead, and other troubles surround us. But with Zenithar's guidance, we will overcome these challenges.
Seriously, ESO has a lot of quests to it. And Cyrodiil alone has so many quest dialogue options that it just makes the whole world feel bigger.
Cropsford may seem peaceful, but trouble is everywhere. My assistant Shaggle disappeared again. More than likely he's off spying on the town's women. If you gather 6 sacks of Cropsford's produce meant for sale, I'll pay you Shaggle's wages. Do we have a deal? When I get my hands on that useless Shaggle, I'll rip his skin off. You caught me. Sure, there's lots of folks around here who do it, but I like to ask newcomers to town to help out. We're always looking for new folks to settle here. More people to share the workload means a better life for everyone. Then we've got undead in Kulat, and we see more goblins every year. Settlers who can handle a sword are always welcome.
So even a simple
Sure
fetch quest
have.
like this
Both
that makes you
Hisham
go
and
find
Octomus were
6
just passing
bags
through.
has a
I asked
story
them to
for
help
why you're
gather
doing
produce.
it.
They saw the town, liked it, and decided to stay. It's a win for everyone.
Here we're seeing that a keep is being attacked in Cyrodiil. This is a keep that later on I tried to help fight. I died. We did not manage to retake it. And we might have been able to help earlier to keep it, but it certainly did not help by trying to retake it later. But alas, that is life.
Don't let them pull a fur over your eyes. Rabbits are pure evil. You crawl into a rabbit den, see dozens of beady red eyes all around you? Well, you're never coming out again. Mark my words.
Rabbits. Even the rabbits are big in ESO. You hear it straight from an orc, ladies and gentlemen. Rabbits. Look at this lighthouse. Big and menacing. Or so it seems. You're expecting a big boss in here or something because they're sending someone to go light it, right? Nope. Just a lore book. Oh! That was a loud explosion of sound.